Hey, hey, come on in, y'all. Let me see who I have out there. Let's stay for a while. Come on, y'all. The afternoon health factor. Come on in. I'm logging in here so I can see you. What's going on, Liz, my Tava sister? How are you doing, honey? All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here with me this afternoon. We're going to talk about which nutrition plan works. You know, I've had people ask me this question and I want to break it down for you. Okay. Want to give you the real deal, Holyfield, about all of the ones that I'm going to name today, these different nutrition plans. And so what's going on, Trevor? How are you? So yes, we have multiple. Let me turn this down. You know, I was jamming. Got my Anthony Hamilton going on. I'll just turn him down low. Okay. Now, with the health factor today, we're going to go over some nutrition plans and let you know, and I'm going to let you know which ones work the best, okay? And which ones you might have tried out in the past, and then they may have worked for you and they may have not worked for you. But we will, I will get into all of that. But who am I? I am Dion Murphy, your health and wellness coach. You know, I'm the owner and founder of Her Virtual Gym, and that's where I help busy women fit quick workouts, healthy habits, and flexible eating into their busy daily schedule so that they can incorporate this and make this a lifestyle, something that you can use each and every day. You guys, I bought some new lipstick and I don't like it when it's in the corner, but guess what? I got it. I keep it real, y'all. I keep it 100 over here. So, I also help health and wellness professionals take their businesses online, help them build their online presence, you know, via having an app, via having a virtual studio or a virtual gym. Okay. So if you know of a nurse practitioner, a yoga instructor, a personal trainer, a meal prepper, someone who's into juicing, a chef, you know, I definitely work with those individuals so that they can take their businesses online, you know, because when the pandemic happened, a lot of those people in those professions did not have a great online presence. Okay. And so their income slowed down because they weren't able to train their clients, prepare the meals for their clients, you know, in person and all of that good stuff. So I show them just how they can do that. But today we are here for the nutrition plans. Okay. Share out this broadcast. If you have not done so already, I would truly appreciate that. Hello to my Facebook fam, my Facebook groups, YouTube, as well as Periscope. So we're going to get right on into content, you guys. What's up, D Morris? How are you doing out there, honey? You're here for the afternoon health factor, and we're going to get right on down to business because I know a lot of people are wondering what diet plan, and I don't even really use the word diet, but people call it that. What diet plan works best? We're going to say nutrition because all of this in turn is nutrition. So we have low carb, you know, does low carb work? Does keto work? Can you all name some other diet plans, nutrition plans out there while I get this in here? All right. This is what we're going to talk about. Which nutrition plan actually works? All right. Which one actually works? So is it keto? Is it low carb? Is it low fat? Intermittent fasting? Atkins, you know, Atkins is really big on, you know, low carbohydrates, high protein. Okay. Weight Watchers, paleo, pescatarian, vegetarian, vegan, you know, all of those. Thank you so much, D. I truly appreciate you participating here. So yes, all of those different plans, and we're going to go through low carb. Let's hit up low carb. This is where you eat fewer carbs and more foods rich in protein and fat. Okay, essentially you need to be in a calorie deficit. Pay attention. You need to be in a caloric deficit. That means that you need to be burning more calories than you're taking in at the end of the day. Okay, if you've eaten 2,500 calories and you want to lose weight, you need to have at least burned what? You need to have at least burned like 2,600 calories. Okay, that means you're burning more than you take in, creating a deficit. Think about a bank account. If your bank account is in a deficit, what is that? If the economy is in a deficit, okay, it's actually in the negative. For the nutrition, it is good when you are negative. All right. For nutrition, it is very good when you are negative. Okay. When you are in a deficit, because that in turns into fat loss. Okay. Weight loss, all of that. All right. Now, ketogenic, you eat almost no carbs, almost zero carbs, some protein, but very high fats. All right. Here in turn, how it works, you have to be in a deficit in order for it to really work for you. Amongst other things, you have to be in ketosis and all of that, but we're not going that far. I just want you to know that you need to be in a caloric deficit, okay? Now, low fat, you avoid foods high in fat, avocados, your salmon, fish, things that are high in fat. You avoid that, and you eat mostly protein and carbs, okay? The way that this will work is if you are in a caloric deficit. All right. Intermittent fasting. You restrict your eating period to only a few hours every day. You have certain windows. There's many different windows, maybe like 4 common windows that you would eat in, depending on your goal and depending on your genetic makeup, basically. So with intermittent fasting, you're just eating for a period of time throughout the day, and then after that you don't eat anything else for an extended period of time. All right, but how that works is when you are in a caloric deficit. All right, do you see the reoccurring star that's in this play? You hear that? Weight Watchers is based on a point system, and it helps with portion control. The way that it will work is if you are in a caloric deficit. All right, and not lastly, 2 more. Paleo. With paleo, you eat minimally processed, they call it Paleolithic food. Okay. And the way that this works, you have to be in a caloric deficit. Last but definitely not least, but my favorite is macronutrition. Okay. The way that works is if and this is like your flexible eating, where you incorporate the things that you love into your everyday nutrition. You do it in such a way that you create a caloric deficit. Okay. That is how all of these different nutrition plans work. You have to make sure that you get into a caloric deficit and remain in that caloric deficit each and every day. Okay. Now, you might say, well, Dion, how can a person do that? With anything, you have to track it. You have to track everything. And I know you probably feel like, Dion, I don't feel like going throughout my day tracking my meals. But let me tell you, you don't know where you are unless you track something. Okay. You don't know where, just like when you go to the doctor, if they tell you that your A1Cs are out of control, or, your blood pressure is too high, your blood pressure is too low. How do they know that? Because they have a track record of your vitals. They have a track record of these numbers, and they track it each and every time you come in. So you have to track your food. You have to track your nutrition. I'm not saying that you need to just do this for the rest of your entire life, but let me tell you something. I would rather have a quality lifestyle than to have to worry about tracking how many pills I need to take today, how much I need to spend on this prescription, how much I need to go over and tell my doctor, look, we got to adjust some things because this is simply not working out. I would rather track my food. And what I mean by that is there are multiple apps out there. It's one app that I use and that I love. It's called MyFitnessPal. You track your food. You can scan, say, for instance, these are some batteries. Now, you're not eating no batteries. Okay. You're not going to eat batteries. Okay. So, but just say, for instance, this was hey, Risa, what's going on, love? Just say, for instance, this was a Nutri-Grain bar. Okay, say for instance that this was a Nutri-Grain bar. What you would do is take that app. You would go to your app. You would take that app, and all you do, you snap a picture, not even a picture, because once you hit the barcode scanner in the app, you glaze right over the app on the back of your Nutri-Grain bars. These Nutri-Grain bars, y'all, not Energizer Bunny batteries. You just glaze right over that, just like this. And the nutritional values will pop up on your phone. And you say how many servings you have, click it, boom, boom, boom. It's in your plan. Everything has been calculated for you. Okay, everything has been put into a chart for you. And you know that, hey, I may have 120 grams of protein to eat today. And I'm specifically talking about macronutrition. 120 grams of protein, 140 grams of carbohydrates to eat today, and then 60 grams of fat. How many ever of those things are in that Nutri-Grain bar is going to subtract it from your overall total. Therefore, it's leaving you with what you have left over for the day to eat. Okay. And then now you're like, oh my goodness, I have something else that I need to go and eat. And you must hit your numbers. You must hit your numbers. And these numbers are calculated according to your activity level. Okay. It's calculated according to your height, your weight, your age. Okay. And like I said, that activity level, so that plays a big part in this. And you have to be honest with those numbers. And so this is how you get whatever nutrition plan it is that you're doing. Specifically, I talk about macronutrition. This is how you get those plans to work. You have to work the plans, and you have to stay consistent, and you have to create and stay in that caloric deficit. Okay. And then once you hit, say, like a plateau, this is why you would need a nutritionist. You would need somebody that's certified in nutrition and certified in macro nutrition to show you, how to come up out of a caloric deficit, because you don't want to stay in a caloric deficit for the rest of your life. You want to stay in it for a period of time. And then next thing you know, you have to kick up your calories for the day. In order for your body to overcome that plateau, or in order for your body not to even hit that plateau, you got to switch it up, but you got to know what you're doing. And that is when you need a coach. You need someone who knows what they're doing to help you out with that. Okay. Now, I don't teach on low carbs, keto, low fat, intermittent fasting, Weight Watchers, paleo, none of that, because that's not my area of expertise. Mine is macronutrition. Okay, I used it when I was competing. All right. My fitness coach is Eve, the Fit Chick. She has a wonderful certification that I took, macronutrition certification. And that's where I really learned how to dial in on what I already knew. So now I'm like, my goodness, I am ready. I am so ready to help more people, because I've had one cycle of this where I took clients through this program who had wonderful results. Okay. And then I'm going into cycle 2. That program will begin on November the 2nd. All right. But what I want you to do before I even introduce that program to you, I want you to join the Macro Breakdown group. It's a free Facebook group. I want you to head on over to bit.ly/macro breakdown. You see it scrolling at the bottom of your screen. And once you get there, I'm going to ask you for your name and your email address. And when you hit submit, it's going to take you to the Facebook group so that you can request to join. And I will accept you into that group, because there's great information there. It really breaks down macronutrition. And in there, that's why I'm going to introduce to you my Macro Virtual Lipo Holiday Edition to you. I'm going to show you that this program is going to be here for you, and you can definitely eat how you want to eat during the holidays and not have it packed on top of your pandemic pounds, or stacked on top of the weight that you gained since you've been in quarantine. Okay. You don't want to do that, because you're going to be messed up if you stack weight on top of weight. This weight right here on top of that weight. You want to get to a place to where you you burn fat, you lose the weight, whatever it is, and then you maintain once you reach your goal, whatever that may be. So head on over to bit.ly/macro breakdown. Join that Facebook group. In there, I talk about macros, and I break it all the way down. And then I come in and give you tips and facts, fun, like food facts, things like that, so that you can become accustomed to learning what a protein or just knowing what a protein is, a carbohydrate is, and what a fat is. Because everything that you eat, 9 times out of 10, it consists of those 3 big nutrient factors. Big is macro. Think about this. Small is micro. You know, that's your vitamins and your nutrients and things like that, minerals. But we're talking about macro. So that is proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Now, let me know if you all have any questions. Hello, Robert. How are you doing? And look, if you have any questions, drop your questions down below. Even if you're catching this on the replay, hashtag replay, and ask your question as well. What's going on, Monique? Monique, you are in that 10-day challenge group, honey. We started today. Make sure you go in and check out that video that I posted in there today, if you haven't already. And what I'm talking about here, I have a 10-day lose 10 pounds and 10 pounds, lose 10 pounds and 10-day challenge. And let me tell you, this right here, you losing waste, you losing poop, you losing pollutants, toxins in your body. That's what that is. You're not, I'm not over here saying, hey, you about to burn this fat off in 10 days. No, absolutely not. Because that takes time too. We're clearing your system. Okay, we're clearing out the toxins, and it's a 10-day detox challenge that I have going on. And if you're interested in that, just say in the chat, just say, Dion, I'm interested in the 10-day challenge. Okay. Yes, we started today. The 22nd through the 31st, we started today. 10 pounds, the number 10 pounds in 10 days. And look in your notifications, because you probably see an invite in there, because I invited you to that group. Look in your notifications. Okay. I know you get a ton of notifications every day, like I do too. But it's the number 10 pounds in 10 days, that group. So yes, does anyone else have any questions? Thank you so much, D. I appreciate it. The cake lady. I need to go on and get my order in, D, because my birthday is coming up November the 13th. I know you can't send over a birthday cake, and all of them was pretty cakes that you do, but I do want a cake. Mm-hmm. So does anyone have any questions? Let me know. Let me know. Again, hello to my Periscope family, to my YouTube family, and to my Facebook family. I'm broadcasting on 4 different places right here on Facebook. So that's the wonderful thing about technology, you all. Embrace it and get with it. You know, embrace it and get with it. I love it because you can show up in multiple places at the same time. Okay, perfect, D. Oh, boom, D. Got you. Let me go and put you in there. I'm going to go ahead on and put you right there in the group. Member requests. I see you, D. I see you, Risa. D and Risa, come on. Come on in. Y'all are there. There we go. There we go. Got it. So yes, head on over there. I'm gonna go live in that group a little bit later today. We're gonna be getting with it. Okay, we're gonna be getting with this. And look, y'all, let me tell you, I'm going on this journey too. Well, of course, I'm doing the 10-day challenge, but as far as getting rid of some pandemic pounds, because me myself, I gained like 6 pounds, and I'm like, this don't feel good. But I knew that was going to happen, because I knew that I was coming out with the second cycle of this program for November. And I did that intentionally so that we could get through Thanksgiving and so that we could get through Christmas. And then by the time January 1st starts, guess what? You're good. You're good. You don't have to be like, oh, new body, new year. Be like, I started on my body back then, in the 4th quarter. Okay. So yes, in that macro breakdown group, we're going to go through a lot of those things. I've already broken down macros in there, but I come back and ask questions, answer questions, and we go through it in a different way. And then I go into the program that I will be offering in November. Okay. All right, you guys. I just wanted to hop in here to give you all that information, to give you the health factor for the day. And so I am going to be looking for you inside the group. So when you catch this on the replay, you can definitely go and join the group, bit.ly/macro breakdown. Give me your information and I'm going to give you something. Okay, you give me something, I give you something. You know, all I'll be asking for is your name and your email address, and then it'll take you to the request page so that you can join the group. Okay, all right. Well, I will talk to you all a little bit later. Y'all take care and have a wonderful rest of the day. All right, we got one more day until the weekend, y'all. So hold on, hang on. It's gonna be great.